Hello, people. I'm watching the news today, February 11, 2024, Sunday. And then they say in the news that a woman went to Lakewood Church. Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas is the church of Joel Austin, Pastor Joel Austin. And it's a big church that can have up to 16,000 people at a time. Sorry, my son is making noise. Okay. So the church is generally full, or at least near full all the time. So if the church can have 16,000, let's say at least 10,000 people were there. And this woman went in there with a gun and started shooting with a big gun. Okay. I've been saying it for a while that Christians need to protect themselves physically, not spiritually, because Christians tend to believe that God will protect, angel is watching over me, and I don't need to have a physical protection for myself. Self-defense, something to defend yourself in case. Like in the US, you can have a gun legally, right? Or whatever country you live in, there's gotta be something, a machete or something you can use. So I've been saying that for years. So when the woman started firing in the crowd, there were some off-duty police officers in the church at that time. And I'm sure they were strategically in places in the church. Because a big church, if you are in one corner and the shooter come from a different corner, you're not gonna be very helpful. Or by the time you can go shoot back, the person might kill many other people. So I've been telling you all for a while. So these off-duty police officers, they shoot back and kill the woman. They kill the woman. And they're saying that if they were not there, the woman could have killed a lot of people, because church people don't generally carry guns to church. There are even laws where you cannot carry a gun to many churches. In the US, it doesn't used to be like that. Unless the church put a sign on the door that no gun, you could carry gun into Texas, a gun to church in Texas. It's recently when the governor, Greg Abbott, something is wrong with that guy, I'm sorry to say that. Recently when he said that, anybody can have gun, that the law has changed now. Okay, so thousands of people who went to church, a woman came and shot at some people. So where is God? Where is the angel that people claim? Sorry, my son is acting here. Where is the angel that God, people's claim that God protects? I'm not saying I deny the angel of God protection, but there are some of the stuff are our responsibility. We had the responsibility of doing some stuff. That's what I'm saying. I believe in God. You all know that. I have not backslid, and I will never backslid by the grace of God. But we have a responsibility to play a part. Protect yourself. Let's watch the news and see what they say.
Good evening. It was just before 2 p.m. in Houston as a Spanish language service was about to start at the Lakewood mega church run by celebrity pastor Joel Osteen. The Houston police chief says a woman armed with a long gun walked in, accompanied by a young child, and started shooting. Off-duty officers stationed at the church shot and killed her, and the child with her was critically injured.
You hear that? Off-duty police officer at the church shoot at her and kill her.
Language service was about to start at the Lakewood mega church run by celebrity pastor Joel Osteen. The Houston police chief says a woman armed with a long gun walked in, accompanied by a young child, and started shooting. Off-duty officers stationed at the church shot and killed her, and the child with her was critically injured. An older man injured as well. Terrified churchgoers fled out of every exit.
You see that?
Witnesses describing panic inside.
You see that?
Children later being led to safety. In what was once a basketball arena, Lakewood is one of the biggest mega churches in the country, with as many as 45,000 people attending services each week. Joel Osteen late today encouraging people to pray, even for the shooter and the young child.
The shooter is dead. How can they pray for the shooter?
So much worse. We begin tonight with
it could be so much worse.
In Houston tonight, a peaceful day of prayer.
Active shooter on a Central
area on Lakewood Church.
Turning violent. Around 2 p.m. local time, Houston police say a female shooter entered Lakewood Church, the worshiping home of televangelist pastor Joel Osteen, a mega church that can hold 16,000 people.
16,000 people.
Armed with a long rifle and a trench coat with a backpack, accompanied by a small child, approximately 4 to 5 years old. Once she entered, at some point she began to fire.
All of a sudden, we just heard in the backstage, somewhere around the back out there, a few shots fired.
This man says he was waiting for a Spanish service to begin when gunshots rang out.
Officer and agent engaged, striking the female.
Police say the shooter died at the scene, adding the young child with her was hit and is in critical condition. Investigators say a man was shot in the leg, but is not believed to have been involved.
Once she went down, officers reported back to us that she had a bomb. So we searched her vehicle, our bomb squad, and also the backpack. No explosives were found, but she was also spraying some type of substance on the ground.
Police blocking off the area with many evacuating.
And I thought that I maybe will die. After that, I just said a message.
Okay, so you see what happened in a church, a place called the House of God. Again, I'm not doubting the power of God for protection, but I'm saying there is a responsibility that we face as Christians or as anybody. Don't say God will protect and neglect your responsibility. God might use you to protect you. Okay, so there are off-duty police officers that intervene and kill the woman right away before she make a lot of damage, kill a lot of people. Okay, so some churches have off-duty police officers like this big church. What about some churches that don't have off-duty police officer or police officers? You have to have some members of your church that you trust, of course, to have a concealed weapon. Some people in your church, the church should have some people that have concealed weapons. Men and women, a precise men and women that will be sitting in strategic position in such a way that if a killer comes from the left entrance or the right entrance, somebody is ready to shoot back to defend the people. I keep on saying this and people think, it's not needed, we are in church, God protects. No. Easily somebody will die. And the family of these people, what would they say? That, where was God when their family member is dead and they might not believe in God anymore? Yeah, that's what it will be, but you and I need to do our part and protect ourselves. Please do something about it. Learn self-defense, but you need a weapon. Self-defense, the person is shooting a gun far away. Where are you going to grab the person and use your self-defense, your karate? You need a weapon, something that can reach far. You have to use where you are, what country you in, what is the situation there, what are the methods of self-defense or protection, and use it. In the U.S., it's a gun. Have a gun. I own a gun. I'm a Christian, I'm a preacher, but I have a gun. And I'm not afraid to use it when the situation demands it. Please protect yourself. God is good, but you have your responsibility. If somebody made a mistake of going to the house of God to play crazy, send him to hell and give God the praise. Because if you don't, he will send you to an early grave, leaving your family behind, and people wonder how come God didn't protect. But it's not God not protecting. Some of the responsibility is ours. All right. Sorry for the noise of my son. He's with me, and I needed to make this video. If you are a parent, you understand. Thank you. Bye.